Hello friends, has it ever happened that you were sitting in a garden and suddenly noticed an ant walking across your foot? We usually just brush it away, right? We think, ugh, it's just a tiny ant. But honestly, have we ever stopped to think what this world looks like through the eyes of that ant? Music. We see the sky, buildings, and cities. But how does it see the grass around it? Believe me, the world we ignore in our everyday lives is actually a greater adventure than a fairy tale. So today, music, let's change our perspective a little. Let's take a journey through the universe from the eyes of an ant. If you look closely at an ant's eyes, you won't see pupils or lenses like humans have. Their eyes are compound eyes. Now you might ask, brother, what does the world look like through those eyes? Well, they don't see the world as a crystal-clear high-definition TV like we do. To them, everything looks more like a pixelated video game. But here's the interesting part, they don't just see colors like red and blue the way we do. They can see ultraviolet light. That means the flower, music. That looks simply red to us may reveal something completely beyond our imagination to an ant. Now, you use GPS to find your way, right? We need maps to navigate. But ants don't need maps. For them, the road is scent. As they walk, their bodies release a type of music chemical called pheromones. The reason they move in perfectly organized lines is because they follow these scent trails. They don't just walk, they leave behind an invisible music library across the ground. Their antennae are their sensors. When you walk over a patch of grass, you may notice nothing. But an ant passing through the same place instantly knows whether there's danger there or a source of food. Just imagine you're walking, and suddenly an entire mountain crashes down on your head. That's exactly what a human foot is like to an ant. When we walk on sidewalks, we never think about the vibrations each step creates. To ants, our footsteps are nature's greatest tragedy. They don't recognize us as humans. Music, they recognize us as giant shadows and earthquakes. That's why whenever someone comes close, ants quickly change direction. It's their natural survival instinct. Rain feels romantic to us. But for an ant, oh my! Every single raindrop is no small matter. Each drop is like a giant water balloon crashing down. If an ant gets caught in the rain, it's as if it has been trapped in a massive apocalypse. But do you know the interesting part? Their body structure allows them to float on water. Many times, the force of a raindrop throws them far away. But they never give up. They search for the scent trail again and begin their journey back home. We see grass as a lawn or a field. But through an ant's eyes, every blade of grass is like a towering skyscraper. To them, a garden is a dense forest. When they climb a blade of grass, it feels like conquering a mountain. From the top, they may look down and see a vast world. What we cross in a single second is a major milestone for them. It's a powerful example of their determination. Have you ever seen an ant dragging food much larger than its own body? You might think, music, it's probably light. But no. They can easily carry objects 10, 20, or even 50 times heavier than their own weight. Sometimes it makes you wonder, what are they made of? Their joints and muscles are so perfectly designed that they are among nature's greatest load carriers. Giving up simply isn't an option for them. We need tongues and voices to communicate. But ants have a language without sound. They face each other and touch one another with their antennae. This is called antennal contact. Through this touch, they communicate where food, music, is and where danger lies. In human terms, it's called exchanging information. Isn't that amazing? Without making a single sound, they manage an entire society. The most surprising thing is that they have no boss. Is there a PA or manager in an ant colony? No. The queen ant is simply an egg-laying machine. So who runs the colony? No one. They operate through self-organizing rules or simple rules. Everyone knows their job. Some search for food, some care for the young, and some build walls. If one individual stops working, the whole system doesn't stop. This collective intelligence is one of the greatest management systems on Earth. We only see the surface of the ground.
But if you looked underneath, your eyes would pop out.
Ants build tunnels there.
Not just tunnels, they have nurseries, food storage chambers, and even separate garbage disposal areas.
Their nests are designed in such a way that the temperature remains controlled.
Even our modern architects have much to learn from them. If you could see the dark yet organized underground world, you'd have to admit that they are no less intelligent than we are.
Life isn't always colorful. Ants have enemies too.
From spiders to rival ant colonies.
Every moment is a fight for survival. When an ant enters another colony's territory, a fierce battle begins. The way they fight is astonishing. They bite each other and attack using chemicals. This is no ordinary war. It's a battle to protect their own colony. An ant doesn't become an ant overnight.
From egg to larva, then pupa. This transformation is one of nature's greatest miracles. The nurse ants carefully clean and care for the larvae. Watching them makes you realize how family-oriented they are. One day, that tiny larva grows up to become a worker of the colony. Their life cycle is like nature's endless ritual.
Have you ever wondered where dead insects or rotting leaves go?
Ants silently take on the responsibility of cleaning them up. They are nature's true sanitation workers.
They remove decaying matter and help make the soil fertile. Without them, the balance of the environment might have collapsed long ago.
We should appreciate their contribution.
Scientists say that ants can learn. They learn from mistakes.
If you place an obstacle in their path, they'll run into it the first time.
But the second time, they'll find another route. Is this just instinct? Or is it intelligence? Scientists are still searching for the answer. We may think they are tiny. But the power of their brains is far greater than we imagine. So what did we discover on today's journey?
We discovered that the creatures we crush beneath our feet also have an organized life. They have fear, love, and family.
We are not alone on this planet.
In every corner of this vast world, beneath every blade of grass, there is life. The next time you walk through a garden, take a moment to look down. You'll see that an entire universe is waiting beneath your feet. Even though they are incredibly small, their struggle for survival teaches us how to think differently about our own greatest challenges.
So friends, we hope you enjoyed this epic documentary about ants.
Creating documentaries like this takes a great deal of time and effort. Even a single subscription means a lot to us. So please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this documentary, The Universe Through the Eyes of an Ant, please share it and stay connected with us.
Thank you.